It's kind of like that with your money, too. Not that managing your money should be painful, but making major changes to your money habits is probably not going to be painless, at least not in the short term. So we have to learn to embrace what it takes to get us what we want. And in this case, that's to reach our savings goal.
Hi there, friend, and welcome to the Design Your Happiness podcast, where we work to live, not live to work, and the financial gains and well earned free time of the lives and careers or business we've designed have taken the place of those late work nights, stressful, all too short weekends, and feelings of just getting by. I'm Rebecca Hayes, a corporate girl who recently decided to branch into entrepreneurship because what I really enjoy is helping others define their own path. And for me, that comes at the intersection of the life you want, the career or business you enjoy, and the money to make it possible. And that's where Design Your Happiness comes in. So let's work together to reclaim your finances, reimagine your life and career or business, and redesign your happiness so you have the confidence, energy, and concrete strategies to build the life of your dreams. Are you in?
All right, so today we're going to be talking about money saving tips to boost your savings account. We'll be diving into the key thing to do before you start any money saving strategies. Then I'll get into 6 money saving tips so you can boost your savings account. And then we'll wrap up with how to keep yourself motivated and on track as you're saving money. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, before we get into our money saving tips, let's talk about your savings goal. Because before we focus on how you're going to save more, I want to talk about how much you want to save. Because, yes, there is something to be said for regularly saving money, but if you're trying to boost your savings, you're probably going to employ some more extreme strategies and measures to hit that savings goal. And if we're being honest, because we're all friends here, we don't like to limit ourselves for very long, which is human nature, right? We want to experience life, and that's totally fine. And I think that's one of the main reasons people generally hate budgeting because it feels like you're limiting yourself and you're not able to live your life. But if we develop the regular habit, whether it's budgeting or saving, it can become more neutral, and then we can start to see all the benefits it offers. It's kind of like when you decide that you want to get into shape. So you hire that annoying trainer to make sure you do all the workouts every day. And the whole time, they're like a broken record saying things like, feel the burn and no pain, no gain. Well, it's kind of like that with your money, too. Not that managing your money should be painful, but making major changes to your money habits is probably not going to be painless, at least not in the short term. So we have to learn to embrace what it takes to get us what we want. And in this case, that's to reach our savings goal. So if you have a savings goal in mind, then bear with me a minute. Because if you don't have a goal yet, let's just go ahead and figure out that goal right now. So, how much do you want to save? It's fine. Just, blurt out a number. Are you working toward having an emergency fund? Maybe you don't have one yet, so you want to boost your savings right now to build that emergencies fund. How much do you need in it? Or are you working towards a specific purchase, like a down payment on a house or a car or a trip that you want to take. What is the specific amount that you want to save right now? Go ahead and set that amount, write it down. And then once we get done going through these tips, we're going to talk about setting a target time frame in which you're going to save that amount. Because having a time frame keeps you motivated to hit your goal by that deadline. And it's also a reminder that you don't have to cut out all of the things indefinitely. The end is in sight. All right? Now that we have that out of the way, let's dive into these money saving tips. Okay, first things first. One of the best things you can do when you're trying to boost your savings is get in the habit of tracking your spending and saving regularly. Yes, I'm talking about budgeting. And if you're rolling your eyes right now with an ugh, I get it, budgeting is important. I have a podcast episode just for you. It's episode 38, and it's called How to Create a Budget You'll Stick To, Even If You Don't Like Budgeting. Sound right? So listen to the episode 38. It'll help you get started building this budgeting habit. And as a bonus, I have a free budget template you can use that I'll include the link in the show notes. So listen to episode 38 and grab the free budget template if you don't have one already to put this tip into action and get started boosting your savings. My next tip is to automate your savings. Now, most banks, if you have like a checking account and a savings account with them, they have a way for you to automate your savings. And generally the way this works is you'll select like a percentage of savings that you want. Some might let you select like a specific amount, a dollar amount. And then like every time your check is deposited into your bank account, it'll move a portion of that into your savings account automatically. So all you have to do is follow the steps with your bank to set it up, because each bank may have a little bit of a different process. But generally speaking, that's how it works. And it'll come out automatically. And every time your paycheck is deposited, you won't even have to think about it. And even better, you're not going to miss it because it wasn't in your account for very long. And then you're going to watch your savings grow and grow over time. The cashback percentage you're going to be getting. But, like I said, if you're making the purchase anyways, might as well get something for it. The other piece of this is to look at any of the places where you shop regularly and see if they have any kinds of reward program. Because a lot of places do have that now, and you're going to get signed up for it. Again, because if you're shopping there regularly anyways, you're spending your money with them, you might as well rack up some points, get some free stuff, whatever it is, get coupons, whatever the benefit that they have that they offer to their rewards members, you're going to get that. And it's going to save you some money, and that money that you saved can go straight into your savings account. Now, this is not an excuse to buy more or to splurge, but again, if you're buying it anyways, you might as well get some money back for it or get it for less. Okay, so tip number 4 is to limit your impulse purchases. So, you know, when you're walking through the grocery store and you grab something from the end cap and you just put it in your cart without thinking about it. Or maybe you grab the candy bar when you're checking out. Those are impulse buys. Or when you're browsing your favorite store online and you see this absolutely perfect top that you have to have. And next thing you know, it's in your cart, you're checking out, and since your information is already saved, you hit buy. That's also an impulse buy. It's anything that you didn't plan that's not on your list, that's an impulse buy. So, if we're trying to save money, especially save more money, we need to cut these out. Not forever, but until we hit our savings goal. Now, if you can be disciplined, then just know you're not going to be buying these things for now, right? You're just going to walk past them. You're going to not scroll your favorite shopping site, your favorite store, we're just going to skip that. But if you struggle with the no, then you can think about ordering your groceries online so that you're not tempted to add extra things to your cart as you walk through the store. They're going to deliver the groceries you ordered straight to your car. Done. Or another thing that you can do if your impulse purchasing comes in the form of your shopping habits, you can delete your card information from the sites so it's not a quick and easy checkout, and it will help you think about your purchases more before you just click the buy, right? You'll have to go and get your wallet and take out your card and type it in. And honestly, delete your address too, because then you have to go and type all of that in. So then it becomes a bit more of a process and can slow you down so that you're not making those impulse buys and derailing your savings goal. Okay, another thing we're going to start doing to save some money is eating at home. So you can save eating out for special occasions or maybe for specific times where you're spending time with friends or family on a limited basis while you're trying to hit your savings goal. So this is where the budgeting comes in handy. We're going to set a very specific, very tight goal, and it's going to be reserved for special circumstances. And if you go into work, then it's time to break out the containers and start meal prepping so you can take your lunch and eliminate that lunch expense. And yes, I realize it takes more time to plan for the busy days and make sure you have food ready to eat or to take to work, and then you'll be so much closer to your savings goal, right? We're doing this for a specific period of time. And my last tip for today is that we're going to look at where we're currently spending money and see if there are any ways we can cut those expenses. Again, that budget you started in tip number 1 is really going to come in handy here. So, any expense or bill is up for review. Now, looking at your budget, looking at where your money is going, is there anything you can change, either eliminate entirely or reduce, so that you can put more money into your savings? So some things to think about. Is there like an auto pay discount for any of your bills? So I get one on my phone bill every month just for having the automatic payment set up. Talk about easy cash. Another thing you can do is see if there are ways that you can compare prices and get it for cheaper. Now, this applies to everyday purchases, of course, but you can also shop around things like insurance, your internet, your phone, and in some places, you may even be able to lower your utility bills. Like I said, every expense is up for review. And then, are there things that you're buying or paying for right now that you either don't need or that you can put on pause for the time being to shift more of that money into your savings? So, this might be like subscriptions that you pause or maybe look to consolidate or go down to just one service. For example, if you have, Netflix, Hulu, and HBO, could you get away with just one for a while and pause or cancel the others? And I know, some people can be pretty defensive about their subscriptions. But if you're paying, let's say, just $10 a month, right? Everybody can afford $10 a month. That's no big deal. But that's $120 per year. And that can really add up pretty fast, especially if you're doing that across, say, 3 subscriptions. And so you can shut down, a couple of those, and that money can then be moved directly to your savings account every month and help you hit that savings goal. It's just something to think about as you're planning out how you're going to hit that savings goal that you set at the beginning of this episode. Which reminds me, it's time to assign a deadline to when you want to hit your savings goal by. If you are following along, hopefully you have an idea of how much extra you can save per month by implementing these money saving strategies. So, how long will it take you to reach your savings goal? Just jot down a number. It can be months, weeks, whatever makes sense. Do you have your deadline? Great. Now take out your phone open your calendar app and schedule that deadline into your calendar with an alert. And honestly, fireworks and confetti if it was possible. But since I'm not aware that it is, we're going to also work backwards and set another reminder, let's say 2 weeks out from your deadline, just as a reminder, alerting you that you're within 2 weeks, right? Just so you know as it's coming up. And if your savings goal is going to take you longer than a month, I want you to also back up to a month out and schedule another reminder that sits 30 days, give or take, before your deadline. Again, just letting you know that it's coming up so you don't forget. And depending on how long you're working toward the savings goal, you can set more reminders further out to keep you on track and help serve as a reminder to check and make sure you're still tracking towards your goal. All right, and now it's time to start implementing those money saving techniques to hit that savings goal. I know you can do it. So reach out if you have any questions or want to get connected. I'm leaving my email below. I can't wait to hear about how you hit your savings goal. And let me know if you used any other strategies to make it happen. Good luck! Until next time, keep designing your happiness.
Hey there, friend. We've made it to the end of another Design Your Happiness episode. And if you're loving what you're hearing and you know someone else who would benefit from hearing it too, please share this episode with them. I can't tell you how much it would mean to me to support even more ambitious, aspiring entrepreneurs like yourself. So send them a text or a quick email with the link, and let's help even more people build the lives and businesses they've been dreaming about. All right, I'll see you next time. Until then, keep designing your happiness.